So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
19, charge, 68.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And our first play of the game is going to net them a single yard. Offense to the line fast.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
This is Walker on second. He's going to be just one step away from that first down. They haul him down to the 31. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
On 3rd down, Walker. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side.
Come on.
Along the right sideline, there's space. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away. Just like they drew it up in practice this week, partner, and the exact start they wanted to have in this game.
That's 100%. That's why you script and you go over these plays ahead of time. Kate, you know this. Those amazing essays you wrote at Cal. That start to that paper was so important. It set the tone for the rest of it.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Miller on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Steelers first down.
First down throw here by Rodgers. Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. And goes to the hurry up here.
10 more yards. That's another Steelers.
First down. Here's Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 28. Offense in the hurry up here.
12 more yards. That's another Steelers first down.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. And the Seahawks had a great return to that turnover before they're finally stopped.
Okay, ready?
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Walker does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Walker again. And this time he gets in for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a 13-0 lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on first down, they go right back to the ground and score just one play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that first down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Miller on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up second down. Rodgers from the gun. This is Metcalf working that right side. And this one does not go far. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. 3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I love that. Now, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now an inside give to Walker. And no question who won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Running with Walker again. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Let's go!
Working quickly here.
7-yard gain. That's good for a Seahawks. First down.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to work it to the 20. That is stopped by Alex Highsmith.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
That's another Seahawks first down.
Ready.
First and goal, Seattle.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
They will not get another play off. We're at the end of 1. Our score, 14-0. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Back now for the 2nd quarter, and the Seahawks, they have got to look towards the end zone. 1st and goal, here's Walker. And they take it across the goal line, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks take a 20-zip lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown! Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
For Seattle.
Calvin Austin on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Rodgers gonna throw on first. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Boswell gets that point after the go. And the Steelers get it back to a 14-point game.
Steelers 7. Chris Boswell.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Ready, go!
To the air, Milrow. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And he's brought down after a short gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
19, 18! Cut 19! Ready?
Milrow throwing on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
The tackle by Alex Smith. And it's 3 and out.
Trying for it with Milrow. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. To throw is Rodgers. It's a screen play to Warren. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5. Now Rodgers. This one's caught. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a one-score game in the first half. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. One after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go, set!
From the gun, Milrow. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass. It's intended for his running back there, and that brings up second down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Here's the backup, first throw. Hits his running back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. They're down to their final one in this half.
Brings up third down.
Third down, and they need to get 10. To the air on third and long. Porting down the field, and he's got it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. First and 10 from the 43. On with a quick pass out wide. He crosses the 35. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Offensive line fast.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
RPO quickly into the hands of Shaheed. They don't get this forward to about the 28. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They give up the gut to Walker. And this one does not get close. He stopped after 3, and that's going to bring up 4th down. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Jason Myers now going to try to knock this through for the Seahawks. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. Myers' kick is good, and that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
On the return, here comes Austin. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Austin on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Completed left side to Smith. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. New set of downs from the 37. To the air on 1st down. Rodgers. Roman Wilson reels it in. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Steelers, 1st down.
Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. On the move, headed right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Again, Rodgers. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down is short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. And they fake the spike. They're going to throw it. It's caught by Wilson. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Gain of 26 yards there. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st down. Here's Rodgers. Chased out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 1-score game before halftime. Boswell gets that play after to go. And the Steelers cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. He's got to gain a 6 there. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. First down run gets them 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They'll stick with the ground game here. Trucks a defender. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Here's Miller on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. He's held it just a couple of yards on that carry, and that brings up second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Finds him over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Rolling into enemy territory. Down the left sideline he goes. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He brings it in, and he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
One of the advantages, Kate, a quarterback gets when he leaves the pocket and he's seeing zone coverage is you can really start to manipulate those defenders. And crossing routes are a great way to break down zone defense, especially when you get yourself outside the pocket.
And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take the lead right away in half number 2. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. Point after up is good from Boswell. And the Steelers take a 4-point lead.
Seahawks 24. Boswell to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Well, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Offense up to the line fast. Second down, Walker's going to get it again. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Connection made to Shaheed. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Walker on first down. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Staying with Walker. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. And goes to the hurry up here.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. There he goes again. And he goes out of bounds as now we're going to hear from our referee. We both saw the defender jump there before that snap. Man, talk about adding some insult to injury there, Brock. Not only did they jump, but they still ended up giving up the lengthy run, Brock, and that one's declined.
Go set.
Running it after the penalty. Well, no repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
It's Walker on the give. Stopped after a gain of 2, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and
9.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9, now 9 is what they need on 3rd down. He'll throw it. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. There he goes, right sideline. Into the house he goes. It's a pick 6 and a Pittsburgh touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
This return starts at the 5. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Donald coming back after the pick. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions. How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled for no gain. Offense in a hurry up here. Desperation time here. Donald hit, he fumbles it. Steelers have it, headed the other way. Won't manage anything after the recovery, so that is where they'll take over after the fumble. Oh, this is tough. Don't let it be lost here that their call on fourth actually worked. They got the first down, and then they fumbled.
Kate, that's like saying the dinner looked so good before the waiter dropped the plate. The results were there as designed, but one mistake took it all away.
Oh, man.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Johnson again. And he could only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
He's brought down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Play action here with Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Just 1 yard on the run. That's going to bring up 4th and 8.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
Boswell able to knock it through. And that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Fields this one at the 3. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. From the gun, Darnold bails out of the pocket quick. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And they'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Seahawks losing by 14. Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. First and 10, Darnold. Complete out to the right side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Seahawks first down.
And again, it's Darnold. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, That's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
Here we go.
Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line.
Another Seahawks first down.
Going on first. Here's Darnold. Fits it through the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They've got to keep moving quick here.
15 more yards. That's good.
The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First down, Seahawks.
All their timeouts left, but they still need a quick score here. It's 1st and 10.
Lady.
Sticking to the air here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Fry finding Zach Charbonnet out of the backfield. So it's 2nd down coming up. Here's Darnold to throw. And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. Brings up 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing now. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line.
The 13-yard line.
From the red zone now. Has room into the secondary. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Darnold and the Seahawks getting set to try for 2.
The Seahawks
They look to throw it.
for the 2-point conversion.
And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
And this kick is covered by the Steelers, who are going to go on to win this ball game. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. A give left side to Wood. And it's going to be a win for the Steelers. He gets him the first, and they can run this clock out.
It's a gain of 18.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. It's their 1st and 3.
Steelers
And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
10 at the
They
19-yard
keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. We got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout.
brings up 2nd and goal on the Seahawks 2-yard line.
Warren. And he will score! And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win! So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts him up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
26, Seahawks 30. Chris Boswell.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, one more snap to play here. The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they